Hello, this is Robert Larson. I'm an attorney and I'm also the owner of the Larson Law Office in Mesa, Arizona. And today I wanted to talk about some new laws that went into effect here in Arizona over the past week. And right now we have a Republican legislature, but just a slight Republican majority, and we also have a governor who's a Democrat. So that means that we're not going to get too many laws passed, and anything that does get passed is going to have bipartisan support. So nothing very controversial is getting passed right now, and maybe that's good or bad, but that's not what I'm here to talk about. But in our last legislative session, they passed over 200 laws that went into effect just this past Saturday. So here's 5 that I want to talk about that I think are interesting. So first, a lot of different cities and towns and HOAs have different guidelines for having chicken and similar type of animals in your backyards. And so that creates a lot of confusion about what people are allowed to do or not. So from what I understand, this new law creates a uniform set of guidelines for what people are allowed to do with regard to having chickens in their backyards. So if that's something you want to do, then now there's a state law that covers it. You don't have to worry about if you move from one town to another. Another one that I think is interesting is the state put in some guidelines for people who are making food at home and then selling it on street corners or parking lots and things like that. And that's something that's gone on forever here in Arizona, as far as I can tell. I know when I was growing up, you could always find someone selling tamales or burritos or that kind of thing, either at a store parking lot or on the corner, and you see that now as well. But I guess in the past there was really no regulation about that. Now there are regulations. You can get licensed, and if you don't get licensed, then I guess the government would be able to fine you or stop you or something. I haven't actually researched this law, but now there is a law that governs how people can sell food items on the street. So whether that's good or bad, again, I'll leave that opinion up to you. Here's one that I do think is very interesting. So typically in Arizona, you can get a DUI if your blood alcohol level is 0.08 or greater. And it doesn't matter if you were driving badly or not. If your blood alcohol level is that level and you're driving, then that's a DUI. Now for rideshare companies like Uber and Lyft and who knows what else, they've lowered that amount to 0.04. So if you're driving for Uber or Lyft or any other company and you have a blood alcohol level of 0.04, that's a DUI now in Arizona. So I think I'm gonna watch that and see how that affects people, because I think that's a very interesting law. Another one, some people are calling it a Taylor Swift law, and that's basically Arizona's passed a new law trying to crack down on people using machines, basically computers, to buy up all the tickets to concerts right away and selling them for exorbitant prices. And they call that the Taylor Swift Act because on the last Taylor Swift tour, which was extremely popular, of course, these machines, these computers were able to buy up all the tickets and sell them for hundreds and hundreds of dollars, and a lot of people were just priced out of it. And so this law, I believe it has up to like $10,000 fines for each instance. Maybe it was 8,000. I can't remember. I read about it. I'll try to post a link to an article that I read. But basically, there's pretty large fines if a company is found guilty of doing that. So especially with the way AI works now, these computer models can really go in there and buy up all the tickets real fast, and then whoever owns them can sell them at pretty much whatever price they want at that point, whatever the demand is. So now there's a law that tries to crack down on that and can fine people pretty significantly. So we'll see how that affects ticket prices. Whether it has any effect or not, I guess we'll have to wait and see. And the 5th one, which is my favorite law that I'm aware of that was passed this past year, and it makes Pluto the official planet of Arizona. So if you don't know, Pluto was discovered in Flagstaff, Arizona 93 years ago, and it enjoyed several decades as our 9th planet. But several years ago, some very intelligent people decided to knock it down to a dwarf planet, so it's no longer considered an official planet. If you ever watch Psych, you know Gus and Sean would say that's messed up. And I agree, that's messed up. But kudos to Arizona for trying to do right by Pluto and making it our official state planet. And this one is a little bit more lighthearted. It's not really talking about any aspect of the law specifically, but still, if you have any issues, feel free to call my office. If you like this video, make sure to hit like below, follow this channel so that you can get more, and I'll talk to you later.